All right, so today we are going to make a roasted garlic sesame or a roasted garlic tahini dressing, and it's so versatile and it's so easy to make. So I want to get started. You'll see there's only a handful of ingredients, and the only thing that you would need to buy, you probably wouldn't have in the house, is tahini. Now in Hebrew you say tahina, but here in the US we call it tahini. And this is just basically sesame seeds, ground sesame seed paste. So if you only have sesame seeds in the house, you can use that as well. But I had this in the refrigerator and I will use that. So we're going to use the tahini. We have some roasted garlic, and all I did was I took a head of garlic. Let me see if I have some here to show you. All right, I took a simple head of garlic, and just like this, I put it on a pan in the oven, and I set the oven to 425, and I left it in there for probably about, I'd say 15-20 minutes, and I checked it, and when I saw that it was nice and brown up top, like this one, you see that? My lighting is off, but this one is roasted. And the reason why I use roasted garlic is because it gives a creamier taste, and it's not as sharp as regular garlic. So it makes a nice combination with the sesame seeds. So let's get started and I'll show you how to make this delicious dressing. So here we have our ingredients. So I talked about the roasted garlic. So this is what the roasted garlic looks like. You see how it's squishy? It's not like regular garlic, which is hard. So you cook it in the leaves and it gets nice and soft. And this is what it looks like after you've roasted it. And it's very sticky and it's springy. Okay, you could mold that, but it's a great addition. This is our tahini, and it's a paste, okay? Pure sesame seeds. And then here we have some delicious balsamic vinaigrette. Oops. Oh well, I spilled that. Then we have some parsley. I love parsley, love the taste of it. If you don't like parsley, you can omit it, but it's got some good iron in there, and it's a natural diuretic. Just saying. All right, we're putting some cumin in. A little bit of cumin. This is about, it's a full teaspoon, but again, when I make something, I'm only going to use half. And then we have some salt. I always use Himalayan salt. And again, I show this in every dressing recipe, or at least I try to. If you don't want to use Himalayan salt, you do have some alternatives. You can use tamari, and tamari is found with the soy sauce, that section. And tamari is made out of soy, but it has no gluten in it, okay? This one does have salt, it just doesn't have gluten in it. So just know that the regular soy sauce that you always see, it does have wheat gluten in it, and it also has salt. And then you've got your liquid aminos, which doesn't have salt in it. You can also use coconut aminos if you want to, or you could leave salt out completely. All right, so this is what we're working with. Let's get started. Because we don't have anything hard, our sesame seeds are already blended, I'm going to use this blade, okay? It's the shallow blade. So let's get started. So the first thing that I'm going to do is add my water. That'll go first. And the reason why I'm adding my water first is because this is really thick. It's thick and it's pasty, and I'm trying to break it up right away with the water that's in there. All right, so there goes our tahini. Then we have our roasted garlic. You might want some more, but I'm using 3 small cloves. I'm going to dump it right in there. Then I'm going to dump in my parsley. I might want to add some more parsley to it. So in goes our parsley. I'm going to add half of the cumin. The cumin is a really strong scent. So make sure to smell it, make sure to taste it first if you're not familiar with it. I'm going to pour half of it in there, and then I'm going to taste it, and then I'll adjust the flavor. I will use a touch of salt, not a lot. And then I'm going to add the balsamic vinaigrette. So I'm going to add just half of that. So here we go, and we're going to go ahead and blend this together, and then we'll taste it. Okay, did you see that? It's thick, and it's thick because of the sesame paste, the tahini. I'm gonna taste it. I will add some more water to it. Look at how thick that is. Barely moves. So I will add some more water to it. That was about another, I'd say roughly a quarter pour. And before I taste it, I know that I want it to be a little bit more liquidy. Okay? All right, feels much better to me. We'll open it. That's the consistency I like. Now, if I was going to have make a falafel, I might put this over falafel. If I made a Mediterranean dish, I might use that, but I haven't tasted it. Let me go and see if I need to add anything to this. That's good. That's good. It needs a little bit more salt, and it needs a little bit more balsamic, and I'm gonna add a little bit more parsley. There's my balsamic. What the heck? I'm gonna put it all in. There's more cumin. Tastes so good to me. There's my cumin. Just a touch more salt, not a lot. I don't like to use a lot of salt. And I got some more parsley. I'm gonna dump that in there. I'm gonna go ahead and put the lid on. Now what came to mind for me, because I cook a lot, was, oh, it would be kind of nice if I put some lime on there. So you could add a little bit of lime to this. You could add a little bit of lemon to it as well. So again, it all depends on how it tastes to you. So let's mix this again. All right, I'm excited about this one. Nice Middle Eastern taste, look at that. Over salad, you can put that on a wrap. Let's taste it. You guys, this is so freaking delicious. And I know I've said that about quite a few of my dressings. Yummy. Yeah, that's good. So good. Has a little bit of tang. The balsamic is a really nice addition. Okay, so again, as you know, ta-da! I use my little canning jars, okay? Canning jars, airtight, they're airtight. So again, this is not processed. It's all natural. The tahini that I used it's just pure sesame seeds already ground up. The tahini does come sometimes with some oil on it. So what I do is I pour off the oil, okay? So again, here's the tahini. There's a small little layer of oil that they put here. So I make sure to pour all of that off because I don't want the excess oil. But so because it's, you know, nothing is processed, the shelf life of this, if you keep it airtight, you know, I'd say probably a couple of weeks, right? So just make sure you screw on the lid really well. So look at that. All that goodness. I'm gonna have to dip my finger in this one and get out all of that goodness. So there you have it. It's super, super easy to use. If you didn't want to use salt, remember you can always use soy, tamari, Bragg's, or no salt at all. It all depends on you. You can use a splash of lemon. You could put some lime in here. But what I gave you is your base, and then make sure to taste it halfway through. But oh, I love this one. I love them all, frankly. All right, so I hope that that was helpful. So easy to make. You just need to make sure that you have the ingredients on hand, set everything up beforehand in little bowls like I did, and use your bullet or use your blender, and voila, you have a delicious tasting roasted garlic tahini dressing. Love it. All right, I hope that you enjoyed it. Be healthy, make healthy choices, and I will see you next time.